Welcome to Hollywood Studios. I'm actually not going to head into the park. I'm going to continue my relaxing morning. I'm going to jump over to the Skyliner and head over to the Riviera. One of my favorite places to grab a little something is Le Petit Cafe. They have the best banana bread and with chocolate chunks in it, but they end that at noon. I found out that at Primo Piatto, which is down by the pool area, you can get it there. So I'm going to have a little bit of lunch and then that's going to be my dessert.
Here, folks. So join him in 3, 2, 3. Watch your step. Join him in 3, 2, 3. Step there. Come here, folks. 4, thank you. 3, 2, 1. Watch your step as you enter. Join him in 3, 2, 1. Watch your step.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the Disney Skyliner at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We are on our way to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort with connecting flights to Epcot International Gateway, Disney's Pop Century Resort, and Disney's Art of Animation Resort. We hope you enjoyed your visit to Hollywood today. Now wave goodbye to your adoring fans below. Bye!
Once you get off the line, if you are doing what I'm doing, coming from Hollywood Studios, and you want to go to Riviera, you're going to actually jump on the Epcot line. You can see that over here. A little bit longer. Everybody loves to go to Epcot, especially during the festival times. This is what I'm going to jump on to get onto Riviera.
She's got it.
I love the wraps around the cabins themselves. They're super fun, but I actually prefer a cabin that isn't wrapped because you have a better visual. So you can see like this one over here doesn't have anything around it, and you just get a much better view. So as you can see, all the grid, it makes it really difficult to see out of, so that's why I like the unwrapped.
Hold on to your straw hats. We are about to enter the heart of the Caribbean.
So the group that I was with is staying on and they're heading to Epcot. So if you are going to Epcot, you won't get off at Riviera, you just stay in your cab. But I am heading out to Riviera. And just for reference point, straight ahead of me is actually the Caribbean Beach Resort. It's a really massive resort, and so it extends all the way over here to the Riviera and the Skyliner. So if you do get put on this end, you're close to the Riviera Skyliner route, which isn't too bad. Now when you're leaving the Riviera, if you want to go to Epcot, you actually have to come back around this route, this way. But if you're heading back to the Caribbean hub, you'll go up this ramp here. So just pay attention to the signs. They're all around, pretty clear. But let's head over this way and let me show you one of my most favorite things here at the Riviera before we grab our lunch. More helpful directional signs. We got the Petit Cafe, which is actually up in the lobby. Riva and Primo Piatto are down by the pool area, and Topolino's Terrace is up on the very top of the resort. Let's take a look at these murals. I come and look at them every time I visit this resort because they're just so impressive and beautiful. But let's get a look closer. Look at that. Individually cut and placed. It's just stunning. Sorry about the wind tunnel through here. When it is windy, it is pretty breezy. But now we've got the Tangled mural, and the lanterns go all the way up and around. Just one of those amazing details here at the Disney resorts. More directional signs you can see to the left. It's pointing you to the lobby where you'll find Le Petit Cafe and Riva, and the pool is this way. But I'm still going to take you around this way just so you can see the entrance, but also kind of the courtyard where people just gather, and I think they've got a bocce ball. Here's the beautiful pool area. It's not a large pool, but it's super quiet and relaxing. That is the entrance to the lobby right there. I'm going to show you a quick resort map to kind of orient where you are. So I'm currently right here, and that's a quieter pool, and then you've got another pool here with a slide. And the Petit Cafe is in this lobby area. So even though that's not where we're eating today, let me show you where that's at, so that if you do come in the morning, you can see where you can get that banana bread. Quick note before we do that, Primo Piatto is right here, right next to Riva. So they're overlooking the pool area, so that's where I'll be grabbing my lunch. Unlike a lot of the other deluxe resorts, the lobby itself is not that grand. A lot of comfortable chairs, but it's not as big as most. They do have a little shop, but here's Le Petit Cafe. And before noon, this is where you can find the banana bread. All right, so since I can't get the banana bread here, let's go down and grab my mobile order. I'm gonna let them know that I'm here so they can prepare it for me. So they've got some cooler sections here, as well as the freestyle machines, and looks like this is where the mobile order pickup's gonna be. Let's take a look over here. So baked goods section, and then another way to get in and out of the hotel. You can see the mobile ordering is right there. That's out here. It's not too hot of a day today, and so I chose to find a table outside. It's just a beautiful view with the Skyliner over the water, and here is a better view. I cannot wait to eat this banana bread. It truly is the best. If you love banana bread and chocolate, you need to try this. If you love banana bread and not sure about the chocolate, you still need to try it. It's fantastic. Oh, that looks amazing. Focaccia is so thick, looks freshly made. It's toasted warm. Oh, I can't wait to dig in. I feel like it's going to be a little messy in terms of like the oil from the focaccia. So make sure you grab a lot of napkins, and they have all that, like utensils and stuff, which I realized I forgot a fork for my fruit, but I'll use my fingers for that. But the mozzarella on there, can you see that? It looks so delicious. The chicken, unfortunately, is a little dry, but it's not bad. It's off the grill, so it has that nice grill taste to it. The focaccia bread is incredible. I'll give a little closer look here so you can see all the toppings that are on it. As I get further into my sandwich, it actually is getting more and more tasty. The sun-dried tomatoes just add this amazing sweetness to it. The mozzarella cheese and the spread on there. But again, the star of the show is really the focaccia. It's just so fresh. Yeah, amazing. I found my new favorite sandwich, I think, here at Riviera. I was a little happily surprised about the fruit cup itself. I didn't know if I'd be getting chunks of cantaloupe and all this stuff that you normally see with Disney fruit, but there's slices of apple, mandarin oranges, and grapes in there. It looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little sad when the sandwich was gone. it was really, really good. I think I found one of my new favorite spots. Never eaten there before, and I want to try the pizza too, but it's going to be hard to not get that chicken sandwich. So even though it was just a little overcooked, it's just so tasty. Everything that came together. Focaccia. If you love focaccia, you will love that sandwich. But this is really why I'm here, even though I'm excited for the lunch I just had. This banana bread is so good. I'll probably have just a little bit and then take it with me, but if you love banana bread, if you love chocolate, you gotta give this a go. Either before noon at Le Petit Cafe or afternoon, you can find it at Primo Piatto. You can tell they keep it in the cooler because it's still a little cold or chilled, but it's warming up, so I might have to eat it all because the chocolate's gonna melt. Okay, I know that sounds completely dramatic. And sometimes I can be dramatic, but I'm not gonna lie when I say it truly was a heart-stopping moment for me. And kind of embarrassed to say that for a moment I feared for my life. It was an experience I had never ever had before on a Skyliner. And one I hope to never ever have again. But it's not gonna stop me from riding. It truly is one of my absolute favorite modes of transportation. And so me sharing this with you, I'm hoping that it does the opposite. I don't want you to be afraid. I want you to see what I went through and know that it is completely normal under the circumstances and that it is an incredibly safe mode of transportation. So, okay, this was my day. I was working on 2 videos, one for how to stack lightning lanes for a relaxing day, including a trip to a nearby resort for lunch, the one you're watching right now. And then after lunch, I still had some time before my first lightning lane window. And so I decided to jump on the Skyliner and head to my favorite station by the International Gateway towards Epcot. And then I would make my way back to Hollywood Studios via Caribbean Beach. So I'm like, I'm gonna film the entire length. I was gonna have a cab by myself and it was unwrapped, so it was perfect. And that way I could kind of time how long it would actually take. Because I'm doing a transportation series as well, just because I love Disney's transportation. Well, as I was noticing, it was going to be a long video because the cabs kept slowing down and we would stop every now and then because it was really, really windy. And you know, when you come into the station, that is a little scary too. I mean, that's normal. Like you feel like you're coming in hot. But this last leg towards the Caribbean, it felt different. It was getting really windy and slowed down more times than I wanted it to. And I'm going to let you know that it was a feeling that I never want to have again. And it's the only way I can describe it was that it bounced, like the line bounced. It's the only way I can verbally explain it. And it made me feel like I was going to plunge to the ground. So I'm going to slow it down here for you and let you just kind of experience real time. So my camera is up against the window of the cab. So it's not like my arm is moving around. Whatever my camera is experiencing is what the cab is experiencing. And so I'm gonna kind of just let it play. I bleep out my my French because it did. You'll hear me audibly gasp, and then I swore, and then I'll do a little like review of like kind of back and forth. So you could actually see the movement of it. So this is what happened.
The Disney Skyliner has been temporarily delayed. Please remain seated. We will resume your flight as soon as possible.
So just keep your eye on the yellow cab. It goes up and then back down again. Again, that is not me moving my arm around. That is the movement of what I experienced in my cab. So let me see if I can back it up and kind of give you a better idea of the actual movement. So let me bring it back just a little bit and just kind of keep your eye on the yellow cab. Again, how much it goes up and down. It's exactly what I experienced as well. It's quite a dramatic drop. And even the cabs in front of me, you can see the difference too. It really was a scary experience. I did not like being alone in that moment. Just the movement was intense. and quick. And as you heard before, it literally took my breath away and my heart was beating fast. So unfortunately, my fear kicked in instead of reason, as the cab immediately stopped and the audio came on, and I just thought, that can't be good. And we sat for quite a long time, and I just kept praying we would continue our journey safe to the ground. And then when we didn't, I decided I was going to stop filming and FaceTime my husband. I just didn't want to be alone in the cab anymore, not knowing what was going to happen. And thankfully, shortly after I connected with him, we began to move again. When I stepped off the station, I was so thankful, but I was also a bit shaken up. And I knew I had to get on another Skyliner to head to Hollywood Studios. But after chatting with my husband, who I'm so glad is my voice of reason, I realized that even though what I had experienced was terrifying, the Skyliner is an incredibly safe mode of transportation, as I proceeded to explain in the video just shortly after I stepped off. Okay, so I didn't finish that video because the line bounced. This is not to scare anybody, right? It's a breezy day today, and so there's quite a bit of swing. And I was actually, when I got off, I was going to say it's normal for it to sway if there's a breeze. When you come in, it's normal to feel like you're going to hit the car in front of you, because everybody says, "Oh, it's coming in hot." Those are all normal things. What I just experienced just now, I had never experienced before, and it was a little scary. I'm not going to lie. But I keep telling myself, this is one of the safest modes of transportation. My husband had done some research, right? But it still was unexpected. So just know that if you have those little bumps or hiccups, it's normal in the grand scheme of this particular mode of transportation. Okay, so let's answer the question. Was the banana bread worth it? Absolutely. I love the banana bread, and I love Disney Skyliner, and I would do it all over again. So let's wrap this up. Thanks for joining me here at the Riviera. I hope you enjoyed my review of Primo Piatto. I think I found my new favorite quick service location here on the Skyliner route. Plus knowing that I can get my banana bread here anytime is always a good thing. So yeah, if you are ever on the Skyliner route, stop here at the Riviera, get some good quick service, and get that banana bread. Speaking of Skyliner, I'm going to hop back over and see how I'm doing with my lightning lane stacking to spend the rest of my night in Hollywood Studios. So if you want to watch that video, I'll put it in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, it will really help my channel a lot, and we'll see you next time.